Ladies, I hope that you had a really wonderful holiday. I was actually looking at the calendar. So Christmas has come and passed, Hanukkah has come and passed, and I believe that Kwanzaa, which I know nothing about. So if you celebrate Kwanzaa, I would just absolutely love for you to post something awesome about this holiday for us to share with you. So if you do Hanukkah and or Christmas, I hope that it was really wonderful. If you are just starting Kwanzaa, I really look forward to learning some more. The holiday seasons are a lot for everybody, like whether it's like a lot of goodness or a mixed bag, or if it's a lot of sadness, it kind of just depends from person to person, life to life. So whatever it is, I'm wishing you really precious moments of connection, precious moments where you know that you are loved and cherished and cared for, regardless of what anyone else out there says or doesn't say or does or doesn't do, that you give those moments to yourself. So beautiful. Okay, so today I want to pop in here real quick, a little power lesson, and give you some strategies, some tools, some techniques, a way to navigate when you have this desire to do something. And obviously we're in this group, it's called Ladies, Let's Button Those Jeans Again. I'm a hypnotherapist. I specialize in working with women specifically, but I also work with some men too, but women specifically who are struggling with their weight, with their body image, with their relationship with food, with their relationship with their body. And it's oftentimes been more than a couple of months. It's usually been many years, even decades, sometimes a lifetime of this like up and down and all over the place and diets and just freaking wanting to like feel okay and comfortable and confident without like gaining weight or losing too much weight or having to worry about losing weight and like all of that madness. And so what does that mean, right? What does that mean to actually just have a body and feed it well and live a life and be intentional about our meals, usually breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then live our life in between? Like, how do we have time and energy that is obviously needed for eating? I mean, we're human beings, we have a body. What are we going to do? We got to feed it somehow. And it like has to be fed several times a day, which is like a lot of work. And how do we make it so that it's not so much work that it's like overwhelming, right? That we can actually live our life and not always be focused on food. And it's really an interesting trip. So there's a wonderful technique that I learned along the way. A lot of different people use it. The way that I was taught it, it's called quantum fusion. And it's really this idea, and I'm bringing my hands out here like this so that you can kind of follow along, because when you are able to get your physical body involved and also have some like visualization involved and intentionally breathing and calming the mind, and we're getting all of our senses involved in the experience, it solidifies it for us, especially if we're going to make some changes, because it's real easy to get kind of stuck in one place or another, like this is just the way that it is. So if you have, let's say in one hand, you have this you of the future, right? Where you really want to be healthy and vibrant and alive and feeling really good and at your natural and ideal weight, and where food is just simply food. Like you enjoy the heck out of it while you're eating it, and then you get to go on with your life in between meals. Obviously you have to go grocery shopping and think about cooking and like where you're going to go, and they have to be intentional about your food. But it seems easy, it seems simple, it seems natural. You feel good in your body, your clothes fit, you know exactly what to do, and it's no drama if you gained weight and your weight is pretty stable in your weight range. What most of us want when we come to a group like this, like let's button our jeans in, like we want our freaking clothes to fit properly. We want to feel really good in them. And then on the other hand, we have this, so it's like you're you of the future, and you can have that be like represented as a color. So whatever color for you, when you look into your future and you're like, yes, that is what I want. And of course you can add other descriptive words other than what I said, and then make that a color and put that in this hand. And then in this hand, you have the you of the past, where you have some knowledge and some wisdom and some experience. You've got past habits, Maybe sometimes that, things that have worked, some things that haven't worked, maybe some frustrations, some fears, some disappointments, maybe some, not so great habits that you picked up along the way, maybe from your parents or from friends or in college or whatever it is. So you have this kind of the you of the past. And oftentimes what happens is we tend to want to just go, okay, forget about that. I don't even want to think about it. Like, I'm just going to go into my future. And that doesn't totally work, right? I mean, on so many levels that doesn't work, but first of all, you can't do that, right? Like, there is no just forgetting your past. And it would be weird if you did, like if you woke up and you had amnesia, like that's not awesome. You don't want to actually totally forget your past, but what you want to do is you want to be able to take from your past the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience, the things that actually work for you, the positive underlying intentions of even the habits that maybe seem frustrating, like eating 1,000 cookies on Christmas, right? You want to take the wisdom from whatever that is, whether it's, I don't actually feel comfortable in going to these particular people's houses, and I don't want to do that anymore. Maybe there's some wisdom there. Or maybe it's like, I actually, didn't eat all day long, and now I'm here and I'm hungry and there's cookies everywhere, so I'm eating them. There is always something to be drawn from our past experiences if we're open and willing to learn from them. So allow your past to represent a color as well. So now you've got two different colors. You've got two very different experiences. One is of the future that we're going towards, and one is of the past that we want to access the resources from. And the idea is, in a state of relaxation, to begin to allow yourself, with your eyes closed, to come into a deep state of relaxation. You can access this very easily by just slowing down your breath and being very intentional with your breath. And begin to think about what would happen if you were to allow these two seemingly different parts of yourself to come together and to access new resources and to become a new experience and allow a new color to evolve from the vision of the future and the resources from the past to really access the power of the now, so that as you move into the world and this new color is created and these new ideas and an open space for you, that when you see this new color that you've created in the world, it will remind you of the decisions that you're making here today for yourself to nurture the past and the future in the now. It is so incredibly powerful and wonderful when you give yourself the opportunity and the time to utilize the resources that you already have available. Like, how easy was that we just did? And it's just the way that the brain works. When we give it space and time to really come together like that and be intentional, it makes things simple and easy, because we're not trying to throw away our past, which we can't do anyway. And we're not trying to just Pollyanna our future either. We're really beginning to access the resources that you already have for your highest good, for the benefit of you and everyone around you. Okay, I just adore you and love you so much. That is one of the many techniques that I teach my clients, the ladies that come to me and are like, I want a group, I want support, I want to be able to practice these kinds of tools and these skills and these resources and really solidify what it is that I'm doing here and focusing on me and my health. It is time. Lord knows it is time. All right. Well, I hope that you are doing really well. I look forward to chatting with you more this week. Please feel free to leave me a comment, to like, to subscribe, to respond, to reach out to me personally. If you want more information about the classes that I'm teaching and the groups that I am coordinating for my ladies to really move through and be able to button those jeans and feel really good in this next year, because really had a few more days of 2022 left. So if this is your time where you're like, all right, like most of my holiday stuff is over, like I'm ready to focus on myself, I'm ready to support you. I love you so much. Talk to you soon.